uppercut, uppercut, sonic boom. Well, hello there, humans, bees, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it too, welcome back to channel. And today's video is proudly sponsored by Pubg Mobile, and it's all about the Winchester 94, and I'm going to talk to you and tell you everything you need to know about that gun, how to use it, when it's good, when it doesn't work, those kind of things, and some of the little secrets that you might not realize about the weapon. Now, first and foremost, the weapon only one-shots level 1 helmets. It does 99 point... where is my damage numbers? Here we go. 98.40 damage to a level 2 helmet. So it's not going to one-shot a level 2 helmet. But if they're not, like, if they've even lost a smidgen of health, just 1.6 health or 1.4 health, then you'll clear them. The reason it's so hard to get headshots with this weapon is quite simple. It's only running a 2.7 times scope. Now, that's not as bad as a 2 times, and it's not as good as a 3 times. In fact, it's just not good enough for long range bombing. What it does do, though, is allow you a reasonable facsimile of a Kar 98. Now, it has a lot in common with the Kar 98 in terms of shell velocity, and it's certainly got a Kar 98 feel about it. If you can lead targets on a Kar 98, you're going to be just fine leading targets with a Winchester. You're going to have to watch out for M4s, though, because... Look, I love the M416. It's a great gun and all that, but I do think it's just too strong. And one of the reasons that guns like the Win94 aren't going to get ridden as much as as the racehorse that is the M416 is quite simple. You can 3x spray an M416 probably just as effectively as you can with a Win94. But for all that, it does make for a lovely early game sniper. And what it's very good at is quick scoping and quick shots like this, just chucking out a whole heap. Now, one thing to remember, you need to get the Kar 98 bullet loop on it. Look at the reload on the right. That is without the bullet loop. The reload on the left is with the bullet loop. It's 6.4 seconds for the right, 4.4 seconds for the left. It's a massive difference. And in a game where you can fire 8 shots really quickly with the Winchester 94, and that is indeed, it's like its most valuable characteristic, is its ability to fire very quickly. So you can do these peaks like this, constantly peaking and refiring and resetting, and not have to worry so much about being stationary, and the high bolt action reload that you get with the Kar 98 and the M24, that's its real value. And if you're in a very close gunfight and you're peaking left and right behind obstacles, then the Win94 can actually be pretty freaking effective. So it's got the same shell velocity as a Kar 98K, doesn't have the same damage. Well, we've already know that it doesn't do level 2 helmets like a Kar 98K does. It also has a lower damage base. The Kar 98K to a no vest wearing target will do 96.2 damage. The Winchester will do 84.5. The M24 will do 101.4. The no helmet damage is 164 for the Winnie and 192 for the Winchester. So that really starts making a difference when you're firing into targets with level 3 gear. A Winnie will only do 38.0 to a level 3 vest. That's not a lot. A Kar 98K will rock out 43, and to a level 2 vest though, 2 shots with the Winchester should clear them at 50.07. This is a great example of what the Winchester does well. Look at these quick peaks, quick shots, always being up and ready. 3x is gorgeous at this range, or 2.7x is perfect at this range. There's another quick hit, and boom, the frag grenade finishes him off. This is a great example of what the Winchester does well. What it doesn't do well is the extreme ranges. And remember, you've got to take the skin off the Winchester at the time of this video to make sure that the actual scope goes to its full size. Now, I would love to see them give it a 3x. Just give it a 0.3 more magnification. PC gets the 2.7 and they can get a lot more use out of it. It's hard to get a 2.7 to be flexible enough. The other thing is it uses the sensitivity of the 2x scope, not the 3. So what I found was by adjusting my 2x scope right down, I was able to get a lot more effective with my Win94 shots. You've got to be careful with that though, because if you start ADSing and such with the 2x scope and you haven't fired and you're using the camera, it's going to be going very slowly, and that's a worry because you got to be careful of that. Like, if there's nothing worse, and it's happened to me a few times where my 2x scope is just not good for spraying while I'm making this video. It is outstanding early game where people don't have a lot of gear, and it's awesome for bot calling because you can tap it out and it automatically reloads with that lever action, giving you a fantastic opportunity to still have multiple shots at them with your sniper rifle. The really fun thing about it for me is the way the weapon feels. It's like an old Wild West gun. It really is. This is the gun that you would have seen in the John Wayne movies and True Grit and that kind of thing. And Morgan Freeman was rocking in those Clint Eastwood westerns. And this is a fun gun, and this is a great example of where it's good. You're going to see this is a small peak fight with a guy with a grazer behind that tree, and because the Winchester is so good at having multiple weapons in the clip, multiple rounds in the clip, and reloading so quickly, and it's got such a small zoom, you can do these little peak fights quite comfortably. They're not disastrous. Its shell velocity is good enough at this range. At long range, the shell velocity becomes a problem with a scope that's so small. Like you've got to really get good at leading targets. And there you go. That's that quick tap, the good reload that you get from the Winnie. I would. Look, I'm going to be using it on a couple of challenge videos for Winchester 94 challenges, maybe on live streams, but it's absolutely not good enough to push out a Kar98K, an M24 and AWM. In fact, it does suffer, like a lot of weapons, from the versatility of a gun like the M416. The M416 can do so much with a 3-scope that a lot of guns, and I know this is probably not a popular opinion, but I'd like to see less M416 buffing, and I'd like to see more M416 nerfing, but I'm just one man. And I understand people aren't keen on that. This is a great example of the range that the Winchester is effective at. This is just about the maximum effective range of the gun. Any further than this and it becomes very, very difficult to be effective with it. You know, we're getting a couple of tags. There's one, there's another tag, waiting for one more. And this is great, isn't it? Like you can see, this is brilliant. And the ability to reload while you've still got multiple rounds in the magazine or in the gun itself is excellent. Like, so you can fire off 3 and then reload without having to do the whole bolt action remag, and that's great. There's someone down there, and it's just too far. I can't really see them. I'm desperately trying to. It's just tough. And this range, this is exactly what I'm talking about with a gun. Like the current ARs in mobile are just too good recoil-wise. It's not like PC where you can't get away with this stuff, and it's very, very hard to be effective with a Winchester at that kind of range. This guy makes a massive error. He thinks I don't have a good gun because I'm using a Winchester, but I'm actually running an M249. And it just rinses him. I'm going to show you another couple of bits and pieces here to give you an idea on what the Winchester doesn't do great. It doesn't make great trades with guns like M24s and Kar98Ks. You can see I hit him, he hit me, it hurt me a hell of a lot worse. And because, I mean, this is this whole engagement with this guy where I'm trying to take him because I'm running a Winchester. I want the Winchester so I can get footage. And I just keep getting out-peaked. It's tough. I mean, people are making shots at me. It's very, very difficult. No one likes me, and it's hard to see that far. And this is a really rough thing to do with this gun. You can't engage in long-range trades with Kar98s and M24s, but you can get away with that to a degree up close and personal. If you got a level 3 helmet, like you can go ham with this stuff. It's not such a big deal. But if you don't have a level 3 helmet, you're gonna really struggle with it. And this guy is still coming in behind me. Got people all around me. I'm doing my level best here to stay alive and get Winchester footage. And it's absolutely rough and tough out there right now. Everyone's giving me a hard time. Where would I place it? Well, it's certainly at the bottom of the table for bolt action rifles. In terms of historical immersion and fun, it's pretty freaking good. And in terms of early game sniping and peak sniping, quick scoping and stuff, it's excellent, in fact. And you can see that bloke down there. He's just lining me up. He's hit me a bunch of times, this guy. We just need to get him one. There's a nice tag, and then we hit him a nice headshot here as he goes through. I like it. I am very happy it's in the game because it gives me a sniper rifle to use until I get a hold of a Kar 98K or an M24, and I love doing that. And I get very bored of the M416 spray meta. It doesn't really excite me. I'm just so bored of watching 6x sprays. It's like, I love this gun. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. And if you play the game to have fun, then wicked. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Look after yourselves. Remember to like the video and subscribe. And why not try the Winchester 94 out for yourself? If you want to know where I got all those numbers, it's my website, thebushka.com. Check that out as well. And until next time, stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.